All right, what's good, everybody? This is Philly Ryan of MUTtips.com, your one-stop shop for Ultimate Team tips, tricks, collection info, and card reviews. Our goal is to make your MUT experience awesome. Real quick, what I want to get in front of you guys with today is an actual tip. Again, the name of the site or my channel is MUTtips. So essentially, that was my goal, what I should provide for you guys. So that's what this video is actually going to be about. I was searching Twitter today, and I see that, you know, someone was talking on Twitter about how they're having trouble with what exactly was the defense? The 2-sync QB contain. So what I wanted to do was, so let me go ahead and just put something together to help, you know, this guy out. I essentially believe it's something that could help the community out, because I see a lot of people running a lot of 2-sync and a lot of 2-sync QB contain. So that's what we're going to focus on today. Real quick, I'll let you know the playbooks that you need to be worried about on defense that has not only this play, but they have it in multiple formations. There are only, let me see, 1, 2, 3 playbooks in the entire game, to my knowledge, that actually have this play in multiple formations. All right, and when I'm saying multiple formations, I'm saying in 2 formations, because you'll only ever find this in the 3-4 odd or the $3-2-6. So you'll find that with people using the Browns, with people using the multiple D playbook, or with people using the Saints playbook. So just for the purpose of you know, transparency, what I'm running out here today on offense really doesn't matter. I'm just going to be in a single back ace. On defense, I'm running the multiple playbook, but again, it's either the multiple, the Saints, or the Browns, who have both this and the dollar formation. The 3-4 odd, 2-sync QB contain, or the $3-2-6 2-sync QB contain. All right, real simple way to actually defeat this. I'm not a run around with the quarterback person, even though you can play that way, but that's not what I look for first. All right. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at how we're going to attack this. Formation, again, is simple. I'm just going to go to the ace, and I'm going to go to, let's start off with the real easy play. All right, real easy play, corner strike. All right, corner strike is real simple, real easy. Smash concept, as you can see on the screen. We're going to run that, and we're going to put out here formation 3-4 odd, like I said, and we're just going to call it a 2-seat QB contain. I'm running the Patriots because, one, they're probably the best 3-4 team naturally out the box on the game. So that's what I'm running with them. They got a good D-line, good linebackers and stuff. So I'd rather run against them. You can pick whoever you want. All right. What I would always tell you guys is to make sure that you take anything that you see online to practice mode, and make sure that you test it before you actually run it. All right, that's just how it is. You know, you got to be smart. Other people are going to see this video, so you got to make sure that you can, you know, perfect this so that it works for you. All right, so 2-sync QB contain. This is real simple, no adjustments. And I know a lot of people don't like doing, or a lot of professionals don't like to give tips with no adjustments, but everything doesn't necessarily need an adjustment. All right, so let's go ahead and run it. And the only thing we're going to do is look for that quick little out route. All right. Offense, effective offense, and I'll tell you the reason why I do this. I can take this back to when I was actually writing these guides for Prima and things like that. Effective offense, or helping people, essentially means just making sure they can keep getting first downs. You keep getting first downs, more than likely you'll be able to get touchdowns. All right. If you get off the field after 3 plays, or your drive keep on stalling, you won't be able to score. So my thing has always not really been the so-called money plays of things of that nature, because you can't take those game version to game version, but you can take effective concepts or effective schemes. This is a smash scheme. This play you will find in every version of Madden. All right, you can go back years and you'll still be seeing this actual play. So let's just look at it. Essentially, you got 2 C routes on the outside. All right, they're going to go in. And while that's happening, because those routes release upfield, even though the corners are in, you guys call them purple zone, they're actually called curl zones. Even though these guys are in those type of zones, curl to flat zones, they're going to release. They're going to push downfield. And as they push downfield, that gives you enough time to just dump the ball off. Now, more than likely, the guy was saying that this is all that his friend used constantly. So what he's seeing is, after the end of every play, if he's playing somebody online, he sees this 2-sink QB contain come up. So if you see that come up, you don't have to say, I got to get him for a touchdown. Don't think like that. Think effective and efficient. All right, this is effective. 5 yards. All right, that's a 5-yard gain. We went to the other side and we got 7 yards. So 2 plays, you pick up 12 yards. That's a first down. That's good offense. That'll get your opponent from running this constantly. All right, so that's the first play that we're going to look at. Let's move on to the next play. All right, the second play that we're going to look at in this breakdown is going to be your single back ace Z spot. All right, so the first play is the corner strike. Second play we're going to take a look at is the Z spot. All right, and again, the formation that we're looking at is the 3-4 odd, and the play is the 2-sink QB contain. All right, what I like to do with it, let's just go over the routes real quick. So you see your little flat route by your running back, your corner route by your tight end, backside tight end is running the out route, and your split end is running basically a dig or crossing, whichever way you want to call it. I'll call it a dig route because he's running up basically 10-15 yards and then cutting across the field. All right, in crossing, not crossing, but split ends are actually, I'm not even gonna call him a split end. I'll just say your wide receiver too, because he's not on the line of scrimmage because it's a 2 tight end set. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. How do I run this play? I'll send the flanker Jordy Nelson on a streak route. All right, and I'll send the backside receiver Cobb on a slant route. All right, so that's all I'm looking for out of this play. Essentially, we're flooding the right side of the field, but at the same time, we're giving ourselves opportunity to hit backside if our opponent over pursues the right side. All right, so hopefully you understand what I'm saying with that. If you see a lot of zones to the right side of the field, more than likely your opponent is going to run over there. In the way that a lot of offenses have been run this year, everybody's scared of what Problem has shown with a lot of the rolling out. So even if you act a little bit like, you can run other plays and try to roll out, even though you know that you could easily get sacked when running this play. Not running this play, but we're running against a QB contain, if you're not smart with how you do it. But if you break that contain, you'll start scaring that opponent, so they'll start loading those zones, loading outside the hashes to make sure that they can deal with anything that you throw against them. And if that's the case, you should always have a good matchup with your with your slant coming across the field. So let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. So we're going to focus on the slant first. All right, and this should be like this is your safety net or your check down. Oh, we're going to check down to that. All right, let's look at it real quick. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because it's the check down. All right, so the first play that we looked at was the corner strike. The second play that we're looking at is the Z spot. We're streaking the outside receiver. Our flanker on the right side of the field. Our splitter on the left side of the field is running a slant. As you can see, our opponent, even though we know this is a computer, our opponent is flooding the zones, right? Because they're in sync. So they got the purple zone over here. They got a little hook zone underneath that, and they got deep coverage. So they're zoned out over here. Max coverage, essentially. Three defenders in one area, and you also have a linebacker playing the middle area of the field. So essentially, this is going to kill all that crossing route crap and stuff that a lot of people like to run. But if you run like a flood concept and things of that nature, Z spot concepts, smash concepts, and flood concepts, you should be able to have success against this type of thing. All right, so you see underneath coverage, just looking at the route, you see our halfback is going to be open just like in that corner strike with our tight end running the quick outright. So you can see he's open here. If they're user controlling any of these guys and pull someone up, we got the next level open, and then we got the deep route open. So this can also be looked at as a levels play as well. All right, now let's go backside of the field. So as you see all that coverage to that one side, or I'm not even going to say to one side, to both sides. The coverage is going to be the same to both sides of the field. So the weakness of this defense is essentially the middle of the field. That's why we send somebody into the middle on a slant. And look at how wide open that is and how much space we have to run with the ball. All right, so that's essentially why we're doing that. Let's run the play one more time. This time we're going to focus on the right side of the field. You see my setup, hike the ball, throw it over to the running back. Eddie Lacy runs out of bounds for some simple reason. And let's just do it one more time. Try to get him the ball while he's still in bounds. Let him turn up, and he turns out again. So, again, let's just see how much that looks like. That's a 4-yard gain. Looks like we're locked up here. Hold on. Let's just take a look. Let's make sure. I don't want to assume that it's a 4-yard gain. I want to make sure that it is. So, as you can see, he gets the ball. It's actually like a 3-yard gain. All right, but again, you know, you always have that outside, that slant option in the middle of the field, and you do have Eddie Lacy as well. If you want to take it, you could throw it earlier, or whoever your running back is. But essentially, these are the 2 routes I'm looking for. Everything else I'll feed off of that, depending on what my opponent does. All right, so that's the second play of the breakdown. Let's go ahead and look at our third play of the breakdown. So let's get into that. Third play we're going to look at is, you can't just, even though football has turned into a pass-heavy game, you got to have some type of run in there to keep your opponent honest. Whether it's you want to keep him from overloading the outside zones, or you just want him to bring more people in the box. Essentially, if he brings more people in the box, you're going to have better opportunities or better matchups on the outside. So the way that we can do that is go ahead and run this 0-1 trap. All right, and again, we're going to run it against the same play, the 2-sync QB contain. All right, you'll see it. It's just a trap. All right, do not, I'm going to let you know real quick, this is real easy to remember. Hold the X button if you're on PlayStation. I think it's the A button if you are on Xbox. All right, Xbox One. Hold the A button until you get the ball. For some reason, that has been working for me. It actually has it sets the blocks better. All right, do not press turbo behind the line of scrimmage. Use that when you get through the hole. Pressing turbo actually helps the defenders come off of their blocks. Hopefully someone has told you guys this before. If not, I'm sorry, but this has been known for years. All right, let's just go ahead and do it real quick. Hold X. See, the blocks are easy. 10-yard gain. Real simple. Let's do it again. Hold X. I don't know why they ran the trap to the wrong side, but it is what it is. Hold it again. 10-yard gain. All right, so that's your concepts right there. All right, 2 of these are right above each other. I'm not sure what all playbooks this is in, but a lot of playbooks run single back ace. So you guys should be able to have success with that. I hope this is helpful to you guys. I know I'm reaching out to one guy specifically because I saw his question on Twitter. You can also hit me up on Twitter at Philly_Ron. But for the purpose of this, actually hit me up at MUT_tips at MUTtips. All right. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment. Let me know if this is helpful for you guys. And hopefully we can continue to progress everybody's gameplay. And even though it's late in the year, we can focus on this type of stuff and make sure that we bring these habits into the next version of the game. This is Philly Ryan. I hope you have a great day. Enjoy MUT and hopefully get better in Madden. Take care. Peace.